Hello everybody and welcome back to the survival series here on Ebony Island. So as you probably saw at the very start before the video, I managed to do a baling contract which gave me a nice bit of cash, and just having a look at the field situation or the field status, I noticed there's a lot of weeds, so I've had to go up to the shop and get myself a sprayer. So I bought the herbicide for it, and we're just going to go and get the herbicide put down on the field because the weeds are quite bad. I didn't think they would be as bad as they are, but they are. So we'll go and do that and get both fields done. And I've got I think that bag of seeds as well I need to pick up, so we'll go and pick that up at the same time. Well, after we finish the field anyway. So I was having a little look at the small tractors with more power, so I have seen a few that I would like to maybe get a choice out of the one. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now, I have crop destruction on. Will that destroy the crops at that stage? Yeah, I do have crop destruction on. I don't think they're big enough to destroy yet, are they? I don't think they are. Well, they shouldn't be anyway. Right. We're at the very start of the growth stage, so it shouldn't. Just knowing my luck. Right, we'll get lined up on here, and then we shall get the weeds sprayed on here. We're not getting lined up very well, so right, turn on the sprayer, and we'll just get up and down this fields and get these done. So yeah, I have seen a couple of the small tractors that I would like to purchase. One of them. Yeah, one's a Fiat. I better lift that. One's a Fiat Agri, I think it is. And there's another one there which was the International. So those are the two. They've got a good bit of horsepower on them. The International one, I think, is 145 horsepower. But it is a small tractor, so we should be able to get away with it. I would like to try and stick to a kind of 1980s era with the tractors, but it can be difficult to tell which ones are the 1980s and so forth. So I think we'll just stick with being small tractors that look like they're from the 80s. So right. So I'll get both of these fields finished, and then we shall go back to the yard and decide what we're going to do next. Alright, so we're nearly finished with the weeding here. A lot more weeds in this field than the first field. I think there's a little bit down the bottom here that I've missed. Perfect. Right, so I'm thinking on extra income, and I was thinking about getting bees. So I mean, I could get a couple of cows just now, but I'd have to buy the bales for them for food. I'd have to buy food for them because I don't actually have any bales myself, apart from the straw bales, which would be for their bedding. So I'm thinking if we go with bees, that would give us something extra to put money towards A, the tractor, and B, cows. We could also go with chickens, but I don't want to do chickens just yet. I'd want to wait until the weather gets better for them. So I'm thinking maybe the springtime to buy the chickens, and that way I should get a better production on eggs throughout the summer months, rather than now coming up to the winter where egg laying will be a bit slower. I'm not sure how the bees work, so we'll go back to the yard and we'll figure it out. Okay, so we got back to the yard and I did have a think about what we were going to do. So what I've done is I just went for some beehives. I went for 4 of them. So here they are here. So we're going to hopefully start getting some crates of honey we could sell to then get on our way to getting our new tractor. Now, I was thinking of the cows. Now, I could buy them at £200 a pop. So we're talking, if I buy 5, we're talking about 1,000. But I'm just thinking about getting a couple just now. It's going to cost me 400 for the cows, and I think it's 186 to rent the trailer to get the cows here, or I could just get the store to deliver them, which wouldn't be a problem. I need to get a bale or a couple of bales, so I'm not sure how much food they'll take. So what I'm thinking we can do is, if we take another contract, which I'm hoping there's another contract for just grass. Yeah, there's this one here. It gives us 7,325. The only downside to these is it's using the quick baler, and you'll only get, as I did on the last field, which I'll show you the size of that field, which was this field here. I only got 1 bale off it. So if I sell that 1 bale, I'm completing the contract, but I'm not actually getting anything left over, which was my hope, to get something left over. You know, like a couple of bales left over or something. So I'm just wondering if it's going to be worth trying it with these silage bales and then leaving maybe a couple not baled up, and then trying to figure out which field is going to be closest to the shop. 100 would be a good one, which is just here. So that would be quite a good one to do, 100. Yeah, I think we could take 100 on, but the thing is, if it's using a quick bale as well, I'm just gonna get 1 bale out of it. So maybe oh, this one here, but it's small. It's difficult to decide because if you're using the quick bale, it's just going to bale it up and you're going to get like one, maybe one bale out of it. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. It's decisions. I could probably just buy a couple of the hay bales just to get them going, maybe. I mean, if I look at the bale situation, we're talking small bales, small grass bales, there, small hay bales, £750 each. That's 2,250 there straight off the bat for two of them, so it's a difficult decision to make. I could probably just have a look at the contracts one more time, see what we got here. So we've got a couple of fertilizing contracts. I think we'll take them on, accept that one and accept that one. I'm not really fussed about how far they are away. We'll go and get the Hurleman. Right, let's check out where that first ones are and which one's the closest. So we've got 124 and 180. Let's have a look here. 124 and 180 will be over up here. There's 180. And 124 will be somewhere over here, I think. 125. Here we go, somewhere over here. 124, 130, 125, 124. One there. Right. So we've got 180 there and 124 there. So we'll head over to 180. Or we'd probably be better going to 126, well, 124 first. Right. We'll get loaded up and I'll head over there and I will catch you guys over at field 124. Okay, so we had a bit of a change of plan. I had to go back up to the shop to get fertilizer first. So now we're here at the field. I just need to figure out where I'm going to get in here. Into this field. Must be over here. Yeah. So we'll do this field first and then we'll do field 124. It shouldn't take too long to do this. Quite a wide spread on this machine anyway. And what I'll probably do as well, show you which tractor I'm really wanting to try and get. Once I've done this field, I'll go in and I'll show you which one we're striving to get first. And then what I'll do is I can keep the little Massey on the yard, and that could be just for darting about the yard, maybe taking stuff off trailers and stuff, you know, bits and pieces like that, yard work. And I think I'll use it for that. I'm just darting up and down the field here. I'm kind of doing this blind at the moment because I can't exactly see where I've done it and where I haven't done it. 93% complete anyway. Should be pretty much... There we go, that's finished. Right, so let's go and figure out how we're getting to field 124. Right, so we are here. Just head back down that road and all the way to the end and turn left. Right. So we need to go along here and then turn down. Right, and then go to the end and turn left. Perfect. So if we get enough money in, then I could potentially buy a couple of bales just to keep the cows going. But I'll still, it's not really going to help, because if I don't get the contracts to give me any bales at the end, then I'm kind of stumped. So maybe my next best bet would be to purchase a grass field, and even if I have to rent out the equipment, then, you know, I can rent it out, and then when I get enough money together, I can just buy the equipment and then own it that way. But until then, I think we'll just yeah, I think we'll just rent out the equipment. Right, now just make sure I'm going to the right field here. Perfect. So yeah, I think renting out would be a great start at the moment, and then once we get a lot of money together, or once the cash is flowing really well, then we can consider buying equipment, because we're going to need to buy equipment to do grass work and everything else. So I'll just keep the harvester rented out at the moment until we can again afford to buy our own one, because they're not exactly the cheapest pieces of equipment. You can get the grass feed, the grass equipment cheap enough, which is always a bonus. And eventually we'll work up to doing TMR for the cows as well. We may get an area that we could do maybe beef cattle. We don't tend to normally do beef cattle, just for the sake of it. You've got to basically give them TMR, and it just seems a lot of work for that, where I can actually do TMR and I can actually be doing the dairy cows and getting a lot more from them than I would from the beef cattle. Even though, I mean, the beef cattle does sell for a lot once they're, you know, fully grown and what have you, but I think just for the sake of things, I think we'll just stick to dairy. And that's that finished. Perfect. Right, so that's that contract finished. So we shall collect on that and collect on that. And did any more come up? No. I'm not doing beets, sugar beets, carrots. No. Soybeans. Ooh, there's a soybean contract. Ooh. Right, let's have a look at the map. And see where the closest grass field is to us. Right, so we're here. Now the grass fields are over here. These are the closest ones we're going to get, and they're not the cheapest. So we've got 34,000, 23,000, and 37. Now what we could do is buy another field with a crop in it that's ready to harvest, which could be, that's 27,000, and that one's ready too, that's 37,000. So we could potentially buy a field that's ready to harvest. We can harvest it, take what's off that, and then change it into a grass field. It's not going to do any harm. The only problem is I would need to, if I wanted to do that now, I would have to take out a loan, and I don't really want to be taking out a loan. So, I mean, there's so many different directions we can go with this. But I think starting with the bees and taking the honey from the bees and selling that, I think we're gonna do pretty good where that's concerned, especially with the fact I've got 4 hives. I should get a lot more food, a lot more honey from them, and it's selling at a good price per 1,000 liters as well. So Unfortunately, though, that's going to take up to 3 pallets. Well, here's one of the farmyards here. Well, this is one of the farmyards here. There's something else we could do as well as a silage clump on our yard. So this is one of the yards we could potentially be looking towards buying in the future. In the distant future, that is, because yeah, we're going to be needing to do a lot to get enough income just to be able to afford fields and everything else. So excuse me. So get back to the yard and drop this fertilizer spreader off. I mean, it's pretty much just going to be looking at doing contracts at the moment. There's not much we can do ourselves, so we'll get back to the yard and then we'll see what's happening with the contracts. Okay everyone, so we have decided to take on this contract here for the soybeans. So we're going to do this contract, and yeah, this could take a little while. So we'll probably get this finished up, and I think we probably may wrap up the episode after this harvest is completely done and we've collected the payment. Alright, welcome back everybody. So we have got a little bit more to do of the harvest here and then we are all complete. Already dropped off one load of soybeans to the supermarket already. It's got a weird trigger on it. You'll probably see that when we get up there. It's yeah, it's not a very big trigger area, so, but I also did find a collectible up there when I was hunting around looking for how to put this grain in, because I tried every way possible. You get 5,000 per collectible, so I've already collected one, so won't be collecting any more for a little while. I did say, you know, try and collect one every episode, but if I see one on the passing, I'll pick it up, but I'll try not to pick up really more than one per time I see it, so I may not see another one for another little while anyways, so Right, we are going to unload this into the trailer. Let me be careful with what I'm doing here, because I got stuck on the the fence post with the harvester on the way here the first time, and yeah, I had to reset the harvester to the shop, so I don't want to make that same mistake again. It's not too far to the supermarket, as I actually was, when I couldn't initially empty the grain into the actual drop-off, I was wondering if I was at the wrong supermarket. I thought there might have been more than one, but no, there's definitely only one. So we'll get over to the supermarket and we'll drop this off and collect on this contract, and I think that may do it for this episode. Time is getting on. I've actually put the time down just so that we could actually complete this contract. Kind of took it on a bit late. Remember, if I go all the way, yeah, all the way down to the house here, then turn left and then go towards the main road. So yeah, I mean, if the collectibles are giving us 5,000, so you know, that's not too bad. I thought it was about 1,000 each, but no, it's 5,000. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to attempt to just hold on with the tractor at the moment and see if we can actually buy a grass field, so we can actually get some food for cows. And yeah, that way we can get some cows on the go, and then we can consider going for the tractor. I think that'd probably be the most logical way to do it. I mean, we're doing fine with the tractors we've got at the moment, but as I say, I'd like to keep the Massey on the yard and keep him there, so he could be loading and unloading stuff throughout the yard. He could be the one running around the cow barn and stuff, and collecting the honey from the bees and so forth. So, right, we are here. Now, you have to go round the back. Now, there's 2 points, and I'm not sure what the 2 points are for, but this one here is where you're supposed to go. Now, the trigger is not on top. And I got confused, and I was like, where do I drop it? And I'm not sure if it does it on this side, but no, it doesn't do it on this side. So what I'm going to do is go backwards and see if it does it on this side. This way round. There we are. There, right there. It is literally right there. It is really, really small. You've got to be extremely careful. That's why I got confused, so. We are finished, and we got £497 for that. We are done with that contract. Let's collect on that. 1,721. We are now up to 13,573, and the collectible was just round here. When I was looking in this area, I thought I would drop off my goods here, but it was sitting right up here. So 13,537. If we can get a little bit closer to the field, I think, where are we here? Oh, there. There's one of these. I think we'll go for one of these ones, I think. Or we could, sorry, I think we're going to go for one of these up here and then change it into a grass field. So we'll probably go for something that's pretty much ready to harvest. So if we can get some more money in, we may be able to take money out for a loan from the bank and then purchase the field. So that's the kind of plan I'm wanting to go for. So I'm going to leave it here for now, guys. So if you enjoyed what you've seen, please leave a like. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and share with all your friends and family. And I hope to see you all in the next one. Until then, bye for now.